My mom texted me and told me that she hung up after our call and started crying because she knows that I've been going through it emotionally. And clearly, she's been going through it just as much emotionally. And this week honestly proved her right because I had an exec tell me that I essentially need to be seen and not heard. And I'm just so over being put in a box in Hollywood. But at the same time, I've spent the last 10 years really working hard to get to where I'm at, building my career in Hollywood. And I'm scared that if I say the wrong thing, then everything I work for is just going to go to complete shit. So I feel stuck between speaking up and staying safe. So hold on. I'm calling my mom.
Hit the line, what's the tea? They talk about everything. Rolls on, I'm calling my mom. Paul is here, Barb too, and they talk about everything. Rolls on, I'm calling my mom.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back or welcome to your first episode of the Hold On, I'm Calling My Mom podcast. I'm Paul, and I'm joined by the one and only as I hold a baby picture of me and Barb,
I
the
love that
queen, the legend,
picture.
Barbara. Hey, Barb.
Hi, I love that picture.
This is a chic picture. It really is. I grabbed
It's
it right
just so
before we were
cute.
about to start to fan myself because it's 94 degrees in LA and I'm just casually wearing this robe as I'm talking to you. And I was like, this is really like old school. I mean, look at that.
So cute.
So tell me, walk me through. Do you remember this picture at
I
all? Where it
do.
was
I do.
taken?
It was
Okay,
taken at your aunt's house.
the Anne who tried to out me. And she called her house phone to say to
Yes.
everybody I was gay. Aw, what a
Yes.
nice lady she was. Speechless. You good?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we got
I
a good
love
pick
that.
out of it. So all
We
the
got a
chaos and
good
drama
pick.
she's caused of outing me, at least the bitch got a good pick of us. So we'll take it. Hey,
Good.
full circle. Is someone gonna listen to this from the family and think that that was out of pocket to say that? Oh well, it is what it is, right? How the fuck did we get to almost the last week of March? I'm really trying to figure that out because it's 95 degrees. It's summer already in Los
I
Angeles.
don't know what the
We
temperature is here because
we just went past spring and we just went from winter to summer already. And I need to get my
no,
shit together.
it's 65 here.
Okay.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Girl, it's hot as hell. Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I
What's that?
didn't even realize that.
Yeah. What's that? 96?
Yeah,
Yeah.
96.
Yeah. All I want to do is stay the fuck inside. That's too hot.
Wow.
That's
That's
like where
my place.
are you gonna you want to show everybody on where you live, where she's dropping locations, legal names are she's acting like it's the first time she's ever been on the podcast. Girl, my gosh. So yeah, speaking of your place, because you just showcased where you were looking at living possibly in the area. You that's another thing. You need to get your shit together so we can get you out to SoCal
Yeah,
because I'm like, it's March.
it's March.
Like that's
Yeah,
we got April, May, June, July, August, September, October, what, 7 months till the end of the
yeah,
year already?
yeah,
How?
and I don't even know. I
How?
don't even know because 'cause I'm already going through it, like, thinking, "Oh my god, in 2 months, it's my birthday."
I know.
Yeah, I've been
Well,
feeling it this week with it.
yeah,
Like, excited.
you've been in a little funk this week.
I have.
Why don't you tell the people why? What's going on?
I don't
This is
know,
a
I
safe
just
place.
yeah, I don't know, I don't know if it's the birthday, it's, like, things I wanna do, it's I'm worried about my kid, like, I just felt do you ever feel all of it at once? Like, you
Yeah,
just feel
every day of my
yeah,
life. Yes.
I just felt like so many things at one time, and I was like it made me irritated and, like, stressed with work. I just felt everything at one time this week for some
It
reason. I
it
felt
was
like
all
it was
coming to
just
a
all
head.
yeah, I just felt it on my shoulders, really, like yeah, we had a conversation, and what you had said in the conversation, I hung up and was hysterical crying,
What did I
just
say?
feeling you brought up the letter that you had written that I had written way back when,
Mhm.
and when you were here, in September when your grandma passed away, and we found the letter and read it. For whatever reason, I don't know if did you take it home with you? Do you have it?
No, I just took a picture of it.
Oh, and you just thanked me and for being such a good mom, and so you'll make me
Mhm.
cry again. And you sat and said from a perspective now at 33 that you
Mhm.
knew that I was doing the best that I could, and you understood that.
I did say that. Well, because I damn girl, you're off to a rocky
Yeah,
start this
I
episode
know.
already.
It's been a bad week, so a
I
little bit
know.
people anything today may just set me off.
Well,
Yeah.
someone said Mercury was in retrograde, so that also could be fucking us up, but there was a letter I found to my of my mom, and it was, like, going
I
through
guess it was a letter I written to myself.
No, you wrote it to our dad.
Oh, did I?
And it was essentially like a plea of like, "You can't do this. You're not gonna be, like, treated like this. You have more respect for yourself. You cry a lot by yourself." And then that crushed me because I was like, "Oh my gosh, like, I wish I was who I am now for you then, because then that would have been, like, a nice outlet for my mom to have instead of doing all this on her own and not having, like, the support of, like, family or friends," because my mom kinda always grew up of, like, not, putting her like, not fully being honest about what was going on in her life. And like, it was kind of like you whatever happens in your house, you don't talk about it. So you kept all that stuff in. You didn't have a therapist. And then I'm like, geez, like she had to feel all that pain and then be like such a good mom to me and my brother and be so devoted that it made me feel just horrible that you had felt that way and carried all that. So then I started crying when I read it and you came home and I hugged you and we were crying together on the couch. But I posted something on social media
Yeah.
last week in regards to that because I just thought it was such like an important message. And it was just something that my older self wished that I could have been there for you when you were, years ago, to be able to support you in the way that you deserve to be supported. So it made me sad.
Yeah, which is brings it like, I was with my dad who's in his 80s,
Hmm.
and I had actually taken him to a doctor's appointment, so we had, like, some time just to talk and stuff, and somehow we got on, life and stuff like that. Again, he's in his 80s, and just about things, from the past and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and he, like, even apologized because he said, "Sorry, I didn't know all that you were going through." He said, "You kept everything always together and never let anybody know any different."
Hmm.
And I thought that was nice of him, and he gave me a big hug, like, after.
That
But
is nice.
I thought that was nice that he.
Well, he also conditioned you to do that, so that's partially his fault, but we'll take the apology for.
Or is it just like someone I think that's just me. I don't think anybody
I
can
mean, I think
like,
it's you,
I
but I
think
also
it's
think
just me.
I think
Like,
it's
I'm
the
a Gemini, so if you read things, it does say we keep things in.
I believe conditionally in your house, you weren't allowed to talk about the things that happened in there either. That was, like, frowned upon.
Yeah,
It was like
I
whatever
think
happened.
those were the days too. I think those were the days too. Things weren't talked about like they are now. People didn't talk like, I think that was my generation, period. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
I
then
think it
you were
was a generational kind of thing, just, even all my friends, I didn't know anything about their parents, what happened in their household, like, you know what I mean? Like, that
No,
was
yeah, that's
just
what I'm saying, but that
yeah,
stems from the household environment that you grew up in.
yeah,
Then you implemented that into our environment, and then you got blessed to have a child like me who was saying, "I'm not doing this, and I'm drawing the line here, and we're gonna talk about everything, and we're gonna create a podcast that you're gonna talk about all this in front of people, and you're gonna put your whole story out there," and there you go. So see, I
yeah,
stopped the generational trauma. I drew a line in the sand, if you will.
if you will.
But, all of that to say you're having a bad week, but
Yeah,
the positive of it is that you are fresh off of a facial.
yeah, so that's why the glasses are on today, and I'm kind of doing,
A natural look,
a
just bare
natural looks.
skin. Aside from being beautiful, radiant, glowing, flawless, all the above,
Yeah,
she said to you, the girl who did your skin, that you look amazing for
yes.
57 years old.
Girl, stop
Mhm.
saying the age.
That's really good. When I tell people that I'm 33, gonna be 34, my mom's 57, that's like good.
I know, but no one really knows my age. It's a well-kept secret.
Okay, so
I like to keep them guessing, so
we're gonna
you
have
can
to we're gonna have to
edit that.
redact that out of the podcast.
You're gonna have to put like a
Yeah, just like a bleep over it, and then
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she was sitting there saying, "Oh, let me like the next part I'm gonna do is remove blackheads and do this." And then she looked at she like was looking, she's like, "How old did you say you were?" And I told her, and then she said, "Your skin, like you have great skin for your age." Little
See? Well, I
passive
mean,
aggressive
yeah,
there.
yeah. Well, you
She
you
didn't
did
even have any, like, she was like, "We're gonna have to skip that." She's like, "You don't even have anything like
passive
that that I can
aggressive.
use."
That is what you told me to do last week, remember? Be passive aggressive. So it's just the world sending you another sign to say, be passive aggressive. That's complimentary.
So complimentary. Like, yeah, I was like, "Well, thank you."
And I will say that the people that support us on social media, when I post anything, they always compliment about how young you look and how you look like you've aged backwards. So
Aw,
the mean comments that we do get sometimes, those are the nice ones that really to me are like, that's the best thing you could ever say to my mom is that she's a great mom and she looks youthful. Those are the best
yes.
two compliments she'll always say.
In that
In
order.
that order, yeah. No, great skin and then good mom. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
absolutely not.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But, we'll take good skin for yours because I have literally something growing over here, which I have no fucking idea what's happening right now, but it was like, sometimes when you get a facial, I got a facial last week where it kinda, like, can muster some shit up, like,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
it
yeah.
was under the skin, and I feel like she tried to, like, get it out, and then now
No,
it's
I
just
don't
like
know anything about that.
yeah. 'Cause she's flawless. Well, I'm not. I don't know. This is pretty big. Someone asked me to go on a podcast last week, and I had to borrow one of my girlfriend's concealer just because it was huge and it looked like it was throbbing and it started having like a heartbeat and a pulse that I was like, this is so
It could
distracting.
just be
So,
sweat, like, from sweating. You were
well, no, I
sweating.
I pushed it out last night, so now it's flat. Yesterday it was like
That's so
throbbing,
gross.
so now it's flat a little bit. But yeah, I
Even
need to.
growing up, though, even growing up, I wasn't a pimple person. Like, I didn't get pimples.
She wasn't popping pimples. She was popping pussy instead. Hey.
Ew.
Okay, so I need to get my shit together. Speaking of popping pussy, I need to look the fuck good this summer since we're here at March. I'm feeling real down on myself, down and out. We'll get into all the nitty gritty, but the first is I'm taking a peptide, and I'm not saying this on the podcast to recommend or perpetuate anything about body image issues or any disordered eating of any sort because I am somebody who
Of course.
struggles with all of that. And I don't know if I'm making the right choice right now, right? I'm somebody who I don't have, and if you're my people and you're with me, I'm exhausted at the end of the day. I'm trying to like build a lot of things in my life right now. And as she sips her, was that McDonald's or is that Dunkin' iced tea? Dunkin' iced tea. Yeah, we need to get sponsored once we blow up. And I just don't have the mental energy to take on clocking my macros, watching everything I eat, getting my 10K plus steps in a day, working out every day. Like I just can't. I just can't. And I'm like, this could be putting a band-aid on something. I don't know. I'm just learning about peptides. I know a few people in LA who are doing it. I've never thought that I would inject something in my life as I was scared shitless of needles growing up. I'm still a little nervous of doing this, to be honest. We'll see. It's in
I
its
don't know. I just
You don't even know what it is. So I'm like,
no, I don't foresee you injecting yourself. I feel like you're gonna be going to a friend's house once a week
Mhm.
and be like, "Can you do this for
I'll just
me?"
have Jordy do it for me, but
I don't even know if Jordy would do it.
he would do it for me.
Would he do it? I don't
Yeah.
know how he is, like, with that stuff. Is he, like I don't yeah, that's funny. I don't know that about him. If he's,
I
like, a needle person, a blood person, can he is
I'm
he?
gonna try to get through it. I'm gonna do it. I can do it for myself. I've ordered the little alcohol pads. I got the little bucket that you throw the syringes in. It's
Yeah,
on
but
its
you're gonna have to draw it up yourself is what
I'm gonna
that's
learn. I'm gonna
I
learn.
know, I know.
And my mom's so proud of me for learning how to inject substances in myself that are not FDA approved yet. We love this. I listen.
No,
I
I'm skeptical.
no, it's the nurse in you. You're proud of me that I'm gonna inject myself. It's okay.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
that part. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that needs to be recorded the first time, and I need to be on FaceTime the first time.
Listen, what they're taking a huge craze right now. They're all
It
over
is
the place,
all over.
and I just need a little kickstart. And if I'm being honest with you, to go and get Ozempic or Trizipatide, what is it?
Well, that's just the off-brand.
Whatever, any of
Yeah,
them. It's like
Wegovy, Zepbound, all
my
those.
doctors won't clear me to do it because I'm not in the BMI, and this is their protocol of doing it, is that they'd rather put me on pills, like food suppressant pills, hunger suppressant pills, and then I'm already on like 3 different antidepressants. I don't need another fucking pill getting shoved down my throat. And then on top of that, I'm like, if that doesn't work, then they put you in dieting classes. I know how to diet. That's not the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So then I looked out of my insurance to get it. It's like $400, $500. This shit's like $100. And there could be a reason why it's $100. But listen,
We're not promoting this,
no,
people.
and I'm not promoting it
Yes,
either.
or
Is
that's
it
the
bad that
way
I'm
to
saying this?
go. I don't know.
Is it illegal? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not illegal, is it? People are talking about it on TikTok,
Nothing's legal in California of
right? I
like
don't.
that.
Okay, whatever.
It's the new thing. I'm assuming it's going through FDA. It just hasn't been
It's in clinical
FDA.
trials.
It's in clinical
It's in
trials.
its 3rd clinical trial. That's pretty good. It's gotten that far. I don't know. Wish me luck. I'm just being honest about it
A
because
pimple in your head might become
yeah, something else. I might be growing something. It might be a hand coming out of my forehead at this point. But listen, I just need a little kickstart, and I just want to feel good about myself. Summer's here. I want to be able to take, and this is how you know I probably lived in LA too long, is that I probably view myself as like not the way that I actually look, but it's because I'm surrounded by this, and I'm
That's
just,
what I'm saying. LA is a very different
it's toxic.
being than it is here.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
a very different.
But I
Yes.
also feel like there's
Like,
so many.
that's why when I go there, I love people watching because it's just so you're like in awe with how people look and their dressing and this and that. It's just yeah.
Well, so another reason too is just like I just want to be able to feel good about myself, and like I feel like I'm failing at everything, to be honest, right now in my life. So to
Oh,
me,
stop.
I don't want to have to fail at something if I can like shortcut it a little bit. I never shortcut everything. I always take the long route of doing it. I don't have the energy to get to the long route.
Well, it's when you have so much, like I said this week, feeling down, heavy on my shoulders, when you can have something that can take something off your plate, like do it,
That's
right?
kind of how I feel, right? I know.
Yeah.
It's a little it's a little shortcut. It's not forever. It's just for right now.
Yes.
The highlight of my day is literally cracking a Diet Coke and eating like, this a meal that I've like thought about all day. And it's like, what's my next? I'm just over that. And I need the
Yeah.
food noise to turn off a little bit.
You are a person.
I'm emotional. I've realized this without
You are
drinking.
a person with food noise.
Yes, it's an emotional thing. It's an
100%.
emotional thing
Yes.
for me. I
Yes.
enjoy eating, makes me feel good when nothing else is going right in my life. I love a good meal. I love a Diet Coke. I love sitting there and I love watching TV. And that's not productive or beneficial to somebody who wants to lose weight. Let's just call it what it is. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. And I keep visualizing the way that I looked a couple years ago. And I'm like, honey, that was 4 years ago now. So it's not,
Yeah.
that wasn't sustainable for a reason. And I'm going to be honest, someone unfollowed me recently on Instagram, another person. We just love when they bite the dust, right? And I don't know why. Sometimes I'll just like, somebody will pop up on like my thing and I'll just click their following to see if they're still following me, if they just come out of nowhere. And this person is probably over 40. They have a husband. They're in their local Planet Fitness, just, in the locker room, just taking their roided out pictures. It's like, okay, calm down. Like,
Yeah.
these 2 grown men, every time we walk into the local Planet Fitness bathroom, they're in there like having a photo shoot with
Yeah.
like, it's a little tacky. So if he unfollowed me, I can get past that. That's fine. The issue that I have with it is because he followed me when I was at my fittest, which was like when I was out here like thirst trapping in my
Yeah,
Speedo and
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that, and I
Of
look good.
course.
And he unfollowed me now, and I hate that I admit this, but it feels like my like self-worth is I'm like, oh, I'm not attractive anymore. I'm not, and it's not about him. I don't give a fuck about his
Right.
leather ass face looking shit. Like, I'm talking about me in, okay, maybe I
Now
didn't have to go that hard on him. But my thing is, was that too much? Sorry. Okay, should we cut that out?
yeah,
Why? Was that mean?
yeah, that's mean. We don't wanna
What?
be, like, saying leather-faced that's, like,
No, we're keeping it in.
negative
Okay, so
body.
we're keeping it in. No, it's not negative body. He does. But how are you gonna be a hater on me and unfollow me? Oh well, it hurt my feelings. Anyway, so I took that as like a tie to my self-worth of not just him, but people who are unfollowing me now that followed me back then don't think I'm attractive, or they don't think I'm like hot. And I'm like,
I don't think I think that's your thoughts. I don't think that's what it
no,
is.
it's the truth. It's because now what I'm posting is more about like, my
I feel like
stories.
maybe yeah, and back then you were, like, single and you were this, and so they're probably like, yeah, now that they know, like, "Oh, he's" right?
No, that's no. It's just it's because I'm not posting the same content that they followed me on doing it, so
Yes.
therefore they don't like it anymore. So yeah, I don't care what anyone says. That hurts. It hurts. So to me, I'm like, oh, it ties my self-worth, which is fucked up, and I hate that it's like that. So I'm like, it
Maybe
just
I should start doing, like, bikini pictures and
to get followers for me. We're gonna that's gonna
to
really
get
bring
more
it.
followers.
That's gonna bring in my clientele so much. All the gay men are just gonna be flocking to my page. But yeah, you should. You need to
No,
track.
for my page, not your page.
Yeah, you should. But our dating expert said that you looked like a whore when you did that.
I know
So
that's true. With my drink.
you looked like a cheerleader, remember?
That was with the hands on
Yeah,
the
the
hips,
hands
yeah.
on the hips. Yeah, that was last season. If you guys aren't sure what we're referring to, the love expert,
Whatever.
dating expert said that my mom essentially looked like a whore because she had a
A
picture in her bikini,
partier,
a party girl,
a party
party girl,
girl,
party
and
girl.
then a cheerleader in one of the pics.
Yeah, we're getting real reckless on the pod,
I
like, we're starting to not,
had a
like, have any.
coffee,
We're not filtering
midday.
anything. I'm calling someone leathery skin. I'm, like, talking about them being roided couple in the mirror. Well, so that has been, so that's my journey on that. Also, I wanna, share my stories and be truthful because right now I really feel like I'm not in a great place just across the board. So that's my body. And I want to be clear, it's not for that one person that I want to do this. I've been wanting to do this for myself because I
Yes.
find it powerful that I can look and feel good. And I'm hoping by doing that, it will make me feel empowered and confident. And I don't need to seek out other people's validations. Almost like when you get that revenge body, but I don't have anybody that I'm revenging on. It's just almost like I want to get back to a place where I'm like, oh, now here you are. You're in my DMs or something like that because I look this way, but y'all weren't checking for me when I was just being my true self and being, posting myself on social media.
Yeah,
Now
this is all about
it's about me. It's about
about
liberation and
you,
feeling good. I don't,
and
yeah.
feeling good and not self-conscious
It's just more the
and
reality of that. That's the truth, is that that's how
mhm.
people are.
Yeah,
If you don't look good, they don't wanna follow you anymore, and I think that's fucked up.
yeah.
Maybe I don't, that sounds crazy, but that's how I feel. So, I also felt, I kind of feel like I've been holding back a little bit on social media because I've been afraid of, like, burning bridges, and I feel like I've been teetering, like, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, like, of my truth, right? Because I keep feeling like if I tell my truth, I offend somebody and it hurts them, and the career that I've worked 10 years for is gonna hit the shitter because I'm gonna make somebody upset. And it started this week because there's an event that's coming up, and I'm saying it. There's an event that's
I don't know if you should say it.
there's an event that's coming up. I'm not gonna name for what yet. We'll do it at a different time for safekeeping. And I was told that I couldn't go to the event, and the only people that were invited to the event were influencers. When I tell you that is so hurtful to me because we live in a world where somebody could have substance or something to offer to something of quality. And if you don't have a social media following, or you don't have a certain amount of clout, you can't enter that room. And this was something that I have, in my personal opinion, a right to be in the room. And I'm not welcome because I don't have a certain amount of followers on social media. So we have body image and we have that. You don't think that that's going to fucking sting in 1 week?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But go
I
ahead. You were going to say something.
No, I was just gonna say, like, it is sad because people who did work on this project do deserve to be there, and it's just weird that, like, that's where we are culturally and, like,
Yeah.
TV-wise, that people who worked hard on it versus, like, influencers, like,
Yeah. That's
it's weird. Like, it's just eh
Hollywood 101.
yeah, it's such a different world. I mean, look at all the shows that were canceled this week and stuff, like, it's just a very different, weird kind of way TV is now becoming. Yeah.
Well, I just it's very upsetting to me that, like, it's like I'm already hard on myself thinking like, "Oh, how do I keep growing and expanding myself and getting myself exposure and getting people to see me?" And, like, social media now is like a proof of concept. It's like showing
Yeah,
people, like, this is who you are. It's like a walking resume, digital resume. It's like that's
yeah,
what it is, right? So I'm always hard on myself because I'm like, "Oh, this is me." Like, I'm honest, I feel like I'm nice, I'm kind, but sometimes I can be a little bitchy, sometimes I can be a little sassy, sometimes I can be very emotional. I'm like, but that's who I am. And I think when I always am doing this now, I'm always second guessing, like, well, which version of that am I putting out there? Because if I put one version out there, like this story, for example, that's going to ruffle feathers because I'm going to tell something that's true. And certain people in my industry might not like it because they think that I'm talking about something that I shouldn't. And it stemmed from also an event that happened a couple weeks ago where I did something. I was on a podcast and I was so excited about it. I felt so good leaving it. We talked about it last week. And I did Heather McDonald's podcast and I was so excited about it. And I had some people within my circle of, higher ups, executives, that it got back to me that they were saying how I was kind of like out of line for as a producer to kind of step in to this role or this platform of like speaking on things that are behind the scenes. And that is not my place. Almost like be seen and not heard. And that is such a conflicting thing for me because I don't wanna just be seen and not heard because I feel like I have things to offer. I wanna talk about my stories. I wanna be truthful. I wanna call it like it is, and I don't feel like I do any of it with, like, malicious intent. I feel like it's just, like, the truth. It's, like, what
yeah,
we see, and I just feel like that's always how I've been. I just hold people accountable. I hold myself accountable, and I like calling things what they are, right? And I got a little bit of flack for doing that. I got a lot of support for it, but from people that were not inside the machine. The people who are
yeah.
inside the machine did not like were kind of like, "Oh, like, XYZ, don't do this or don't do that." And it just triggered something in me because I had a couple months prior to that met with somebody who's like a network exec and they were telling me, "Oh, you should go back into the field, be a field producer, work your way up as a showrunner." Because like I took it as they felt like what I was doing wasn't concise or clear and it seemed a little all over the place to them. Where like the way that I've navigated is I check everything off my box and I try it once because to me that is being like a well-equipped producer. I know how this works, I know how this works. I'm not just like 100% in one thing. I have my hands in everything because I
Yeah.
think that's really what makes you well-rounded. It makes you diverse and it makes you experience. And I feel like when this was being said to me, it felt like I was being put in a box. It's like I always feel like I'm working to get myself out of this box and I'm always put in a box. It's like, oh, you're not quite there yet. You're gonna have to stay
Well,
here.
it
Then
just
you
makes
make the
it
leap.
hard, right, it makes it hard for you to navigate of where you wanna go, what you wanna do. It's very fine lines, you know?
So
It's
everything just
just
feels
yeah,
so definitive and it feels like you
yeah.
can't cross the I'm like, I want to be heard. I have things to say. You're my mom. I always have things to say. Like, I want to talk about things like that. Right. And it just like almost feels like Yeah, like you're the way that I was trying to phrase it was like, you're good until you do something that makes other people feel uncomfortable, and then you're not anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and again, because there's that fine line and people are, you know what I mean? Like it's I don't know if that was a complete sentence.
It wasn't, but it's okay. I understand what you're saying. I well, because it's kinda started from, like, the Oscars too, right? Like, I went in there, I was working with a lot of people that, like, I maybe this is delusional of me, but, like, I went in there thinking, "These people who I once used to feel so inferior towards, I feel equal to them now." Like, people that have that are on camera, or people that are, notable or respected. I'm like, "Oh, I feel like I'm one of them. I feel like I'm one of them." Because I feel like I have the ingredients to be that. I feel like I have the ambition. I feel like I have the hunger. I feel like I have the drive. And that's where I want to be. I want to continue to grow to get there
Yeah.
because I
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
feel like that's always what I wanted to do. And, when I left there, I kind of felt a little like, I don't know, you can maybe say it. I kind of said it too. I felt like a little upset because I felt like they were kind of viewing me not on their level. Like after I was like, oh, I'm not one of them, like they don't
Right.
treat me like that. Right. Like they know I'm not. So it's like,
And I said, everybody's trying to get up the ladder.
yeah,
Everybody's trying to get up the ladder. Everybody wants to talk to someone who they think is a step up and then go to the next step, go to the next step. Do you know what I mean? Like everybody, unfortunately, in that, you're in Hollywood. I mean, everybody's trying to make it. It's not a cliche.
cliche. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everybody's trying to make it there. That's why they're there, like in that industry. So if they don't think that you're going to help them get to that next step, they're going to just be like, yeah, hi, bye, and go to the next person. Like everybody is just trying to make it. And nowadays, like it's hard to make it. This is people's livelihoods. Like people have to pay their bills, people have to do things.
I think what hurts so much
Tough
for
out
me.
there right now.
Yeah, it is tough out there right now.
I mean, you guys are paying $8 a gallon of gas. Like, it's tough. People
Girl,
need to
I'm
make a
paying
living.
$4 for a large Diet Coke at McDonald's, okay? Let's really talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think what really hurts for me is because when I say it out loud, I think people might just think it's, like, dramatic or they might not understand it. Why these things are so important for me is because this is my lifeline, like, this is the
Right.
thing that keeps me going in life, gets me up, and is a purpose for me, and if I didn't have it, I don't think I would be that kind of person, if I'm being honest. I think I would not have something that felt like it gave me a motivate like, nothing else in my life means as much to me
Right.
other than my
This is what
family, right?
you love
This
to
is
do. Yeah.
yes. This is I've always have. It's been when I was younger, I didn't like where I grew up at. I didn't feel like I fit in. I felt misunderstood. My friends would go out and party on the weekends, and I would be like, "What modeling,
Right.
agencies
That's
can
what
I
I'm
submit pic"
saying. That
like
your life has always been to go out there and make something and do something. So, of course, that's going to, like, that's why you're there.
and that's why I think it weighs heavier on me too, is
Yeah.
because, like, the older I get and the more like, the bar keeps moving and the chances and the risk of doing it are a lot more, and I feel like I'm kinda in a place now where it's like, well, if I do one wrong thing, is it gonna ruin the 10 years that I've built doing all the things that I've have? And that's a very scary place to be in because
Yeah.
I worked really hard to do that, and I don't want me telling my stories or me expanding or me putting myself out there to get in the way of that, and it shouldn't because I feel like people would respect me for telling my truth and being authentic to who I am, which is what I'm doing now. Like
Yeah,
this a
but you're
year
also not being mean girl, so
no, other than saying the leather skin, yeah, I'm not, but
yeah, you're
I
not being mean girl. I think you're just, like,
I'm
telling funny
honest, I'm just being
stories and
on
being
yeah.
honest, and, people do like the backstories of things and, like, behind the scene things and stuff.
Well, that was the thing is that I was told that I shouldn't be doing that.
Yes, yes.
And I that doesn't work for me because I think there's a way to do because guess what? For 2 years from now, that's gonna become a thing, and then I'm gonna be late to the game because I
Right.
was told not to do it. It's gonna happen. People are gonna keep doing it more and more. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah,
So,
again, we're going to go back to TV and all of that. Social media is the new way
yeah,
now.
it
It
is.
can make or break you. I
Yeah.
mean Look at Miss Bachelorette this week.
Oh my
Done.
gosh. And that's another thing too.
Done.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about it. People, every time I go into like a development pitch or like we're meeting with people, network streamers, they all want to find their own version of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And I'm like, that's what y'all are pressed over. That's what the bar is at. That's the expectation, is that you want to show like this. Literally everyone's like, it's lightning in a bottle. I'm like, is it?
Yeah.
That's lightning in a bottle.
I have never watched it,
Me,
so.
I'm not me either. Just because it's like the branding and marketing of it is brilliant. You say soft swinging Mormons who are all close friends, they're all hooking up with each other and they live in Utah, of course. But really, when you watch it or what I've seen of it, that's not what it is. They don't
No.
really, they're not soft swinging. They're not, it's, for the big, oh my gosh, for TV. But
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy that, like, yeah, Miss Bachelorette, perfect example though, right? Like, of kind of what we're talking about, in the world of just like how one wrong thing can make or
One wrong
break.
thing to make or break. She's, like,
I mean,
gonna
granted, hers is, I mean,
major.
yeah.
Yeah, hers is major, but look at all the investment they put in it, all the publicity, all the commercials, this and that, and now
Mhm.
TMZ out there
They're gonna
getting their
break that story. They got it all out there. You
they
wanna know
don't care.
everything?
Yep.
They're
I
gonna
don't even know. I mean, it's you wonder how they got that footage.
I know. Well,
You know what I mean? Like, but it's out there and it's videoed and there
yeah.
you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, it's just all a lot for me to navigate because it's like, I love Hollywood. I love what I'm doing. I love the entertainment industry.
Yeah,
I
I
know
know
what
you
it
do.
I know what it's like. That's what I'm saying. It's like, even calling it what it is, of like the chaotic, sometimes toxic, sometimes fun,
Yeah.
sometimes nasty environment, I still love it because I like calling it what it is. There are times where like I've worked on the best shows and I've had the best experience with somebody and it's amazing. And then there are times where I've worked on really shitty shows with really toxic work environments and really horrible people. It's like life, right?
Yeah.
There's two sides to
That's
everything.
right. That's right.
But
It's just like any place. You could work in corporate and some people great coworkers and other people not great coworkers and you know what I mean? Like,
But
yeah.
that's the thing, is that, like, to me, it's like even painting it out to be not ideal and picture perfect will make
Yeah.
people mad about that, and that's the constant navigation that I struggle with.
Yeah. I know you do.
But I feel like I need to keep trusting my gut. I mean, look, a year ago, I probably wouldn't even have been on here talking about it like this openly.
I mean, years ago I wouldn't been even on here talking
Talking
to
about
you.
period, talking to any of us.
I'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
I'm
no,
getting on no podcast. I'm
I
sitting
know.
there
Well, that's what I'm
talking."
saying. That's
Like,
what I'm
"What?"
Do we need to give ourselves more grace that we are
Yes.
learning and becoming while this is happening? Like, I think this goes back to, like, I need to be from point A to point B again, right? Like, I'm like, I need to be perfect at telling my stories and coming out here and being honest and not giving a fuck, because there is a fine line. I do give a fuck and I
I
do
think we're
care.
just talking about yeah, we do care and we aren't out to hurt anybody or do anything wrong, like mean or malicious or ruin a road or a path for your career. Do you know what I mean? Like we're just trying to find a way and make careers. And
Oh, she's saying Barb's making a career out of shit. That's the first time I heard her say, I love that. She's like, this is
look,
my moment, bitch.
again,
She
birthdays are adding up here.
Yeah, she's like, "I need my early retirement money. Run me my money. Run me
Yeah,
my money."
yeah, we need to,
Start putting it Barb needs a fund to get her ass out to SoCal, so listen, if you were a sponsor, you want us to push a product, let Barb know she needs a little something, something, so
yeah, like retirement's a scare like that was one of my burdens thinking this week weighing heavy on me.
I know,
Retirement is like
around the corner.
around the corner. Like, I
Well
don't wanna be working till I'm 70 and 80 years old. Like, that's gonna be some rough shit.
well, no, see, that's another reason of why it means so much to me, is because one of the things that I've always wanted to do has been like, my mom's given so much of herself in her life and has done so much that, like, I would love to just take some stress off of her plate and her shoulders and just be able to give her a nice little comfy life that she can relax and enjoy that. So it's like, yeah, I want that to happen for me too.
Yeah,
I got mouths to feed too.
exactly.
So what are we taking away from this?
I
Oh,
know.
also, Brett, Jordy and Brett, they're coming in next week because we haven't seen Brett in a minute. Brett's getting picked up on at Michael's as he's looking for art supplies that he might found his one and true love there. So we need him to come on and talk about it. Also, Jordy has not made his season 3 appearance
Yeah,
yet. So
yeah,
I would
that's
love for him to
true.
come on. And we actually have family therapy this week. So we'll have a lot to talk about the following week about what that entailed. But what are we taking away from this week? Do you
That
have
life has its ups and downs. It's very hard to navigate it sometimes. We wanna do the best we can, make it in the world, pay our goddamn bills,
a period? Period.
and yeah,
Clock it.
yeah.
I That sounded like you've been thinking about that for a minute. I don't know. That was like what she tells herself in the mirror.
Yeah,
She's
that's
like,
what I've been
this
telling
is my
myself
daily
all
mantra as I walk into the bathroom every day and I see myself.
week. Yeah,
I'm going with trusting my gut more. I always do, but I feel like I've been straddling a fence recently. I haven't been giving my all into something because I've been afraid of consequences. And I truly, truly believe that in order to take risk in life, you are going to ruffle feathers. You are going to make people bothered or upset. Things are going to happen out of your control. And I need to embrace it and surrender. And as long as at the end of the day, I know what I did was honest, truthful, and it wasn't out to hurt somebody or jeopardize something or do something that I feel like isn't aligned to who I am. I can't control that. And I just need to keep undoing what I built up all these years of just feeling like play it safe, play it safe. And it's like, sure, you can play it safe, but playing it safe doesn't mean that I can't be honest and talk
yeah,
about my experience more openly and comfortably. So that's what I'm taking away this week.
okay, love that.
Did you like that?
I like that.
Okay, good. I hope we made sense this week for the people. I feel like it was we were both going through it this week. So
I
I'm
know.
like, if we were a hot mess and came in here and we're struggling, guys, it's think of us, manifest something
Yeah,
for us,
yeah,
put a
it just
little
was
energy out there,
I know.
get us out of Mercury retrograde.
Please.
And while you're getting us out of Mercury retrograde and saying a little manifestation for us, manifest that these subscribers on YouTube keep going up, honey. Thank you for listening and staying locked in. I seriously, I love you guys. That's what I was thinking about on my walk today to get my morning bagel. And I was thinking, damn, even when I'm down and out, to think about people who listen, support us, take time to like join in on the convo. That means a lot. And I appreciate all of you. If you're not already, subscribe to us on YouTube at Hold On, I'm Calling My Mom. We drop a new episode every Monday at 10 a.m. PST, 1 p.m. EST, also on Spotify and Apple. Make sure you are liking our page on Facebook at Hold On, I'm Calling My Mom. Make sure you're following us on TikTok and Instagram at Hold On, I'm Calling My Mom. And if you want to join into the conversation, you want to give some uplifting words, email us at holdonI'mcallingmymompodcast@gmail.com. And thank you all once again for tuning in this
Letting
week.
us unload
And
on
yeah,
everybody.
this was definitely a trauma dump episode. So thank you for that.
Thanks.
Hopefully you guys took something away from this, and I don't know. If not, thanks just for listening and giving us the
We
listen. We
feel
love it.
much better.
Yeah, we feel better. So great to have you guys just, letting us talk our shit. So we love you guys for that. And Barb, take it
And
away.
now, yep, because now I can hang up now. Bye.
Call you later.
Call you later.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Love you, everyone.